Right now, your life is a reflection of your routines. The way you wake up, the things you prioritize, the habits you repeat when no one is watching. A routine so simple, yet so powerful, it rewires the way you think, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself. That shift begins when you stop waiting for motivation and start depending on structure. These tiny decisions might feel meaningless in the moment, but stacked together, they shape everything. And the people who transform their lives aren't the ones with more time, more talent, or more resources. If you wake up without direction, scroll your phone for an hour, eat whatever's convenient, skip the hard stuff. People confuse motion with progress, but activity isn't achievement. You need to identify what truly moves you forward. Your nighttime routine either prepares you for tomorrow or delays your entire life. Are you ending your day with purpose or distraction? Set boundaries around rest. Shut off screens. Plan for the next day. Reflect on what went well. Reset your space. Your night determines your next morning. Treat it with respect and block time for it daily. That's routine. That's power. You need to replace chaos with consistency. One routine, one morning, one decision at a time. And call it a day. You're not unlucky. You're just unintentional. When you master routine, you master control. You stop being pulled in every direction. You stop chasing balance and start building rhythm. The freedom to look in the mirror and know you showed up when it counted. The first hour after you wake up sets the tone. It teaches your brain what matters. And if you start your day reacting to the world instead of leading yourself, you've already lost. It just might be one that's holding you back. That one new routine could be as simple as waking up 30 minutes earlier to move and journal, or planning your day the night before, or turning your phone off for 2 hours every afternoon to do deep work. The routine doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be repeated. The question isn't if you follow habits. It's whether your habits are designed or accidental. Do they serve the future you want or the comfort you're stuck in? Instead of scrolling through distractions, start with intention. Hydrate, stretch, read, reflect. Write down your priorities. Move your body. Build momentum before the world can interrupt. But if you shift just one part of that loop, if you decide to wake up with purpose, move your body, sharpen your mind, control your time, everything changes. They're the ones who master one thing: their routine. Your mindset, your results, your energy, your future. You might think you need a massive breakthrough to change your life, but that's not true. What you need is a small shift repeated daily. Success doesn't come from doing everything once in a while. It comes from doing the right things consistently. The truth is, every day you repeat the same cycle, you reinforce the same life. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. And change starts with the system. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Let's talk about mornings, because that's where most people lose the day before it even begins. Then look at how you spend your work hours. Are you reacting or creating? Are you just busy or actually productive? And then there's your evening, the most underrated piece of the day. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being aligned, knowing what matters most and organizing your life around it. You see, discipline isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. The freedom to know where your time is going. The freedom to trust yourself. People say they don't have time to create a routine, but that's a lie. You already have a routine. One powerful routine can change everything. It can unlock clarity. It can build confidence. It can create energy, structure, identity. Repetition is where transformation lives. And it doesn't take years to feel different. It takes a few days of showing up with purpose. It takes a few weeks of structure. It takes a few months of consistent effort. Suddenly, your identity shifts. You go from someone who waits to someone who leads. Build systems that carry you when your feelings don't. Because each day, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. A strong routine doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't ask if you're in the mood. It simply activates when you show up. From someone who reacts to someone who initiates. That's when life begins to change. You don't need to wait for some mystical wave of motivation. You need to decide today, now. What if you chose one action that aligns with your vision and built your days around it? That's where freedom lives. That's where focus lives. That's where transformation begins. What if you stopped breaking promises to yourself and started becoming the person you know you're capable of being? It's not talent. It's not time. It's not luck. It's the routine you follow every single day. The greatest version of you is not out of reach. It's just on the other side of your current habits. Routine is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. And you are one bridge away from a new life. It starts with structure. And that structure is within your control. You don't need to do everything. You need to do the right few things over and over again. The people who win aren't overwhelmed with 1,000 tasks. They've simplified. They've found what works. They repeat it relentlessly. You want to level up? Don't wait for inspiration. When you treat your routine like a sacred contract with your future, everything shifts. Your energy improves, your focus sharpens, your confidence builds. Stop thinking it's about motivation. Motivation fades, routine sustains. This life you want, the one where you feel clear, strong, focused, confident. It doesn't start with luck. You don't need to wait for Monday. You don't need to wait for January. What would your life look like if you committed to just one new routine for the next 30 days? This isn't about going faster, it's about going forward. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Small things done daily become the foundation of big changes. Your job isn't to do everything. Your job is to build systems that make the right things automatic. The difference between who you are and who you want to be. You're one routine away from a new life. That life is waiting for you to start. Start today.